All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's Monday. You might find that I'm speaking a little bit softer and a little bit quieter right now. That's because I'm recording this with a baby right next to me. She's sleeping, so she doesn't really get disturbed too easily, but I'm going to kind of keep my voice down while I'm doing this. So if you're having a tough time hearing me, make sure that you turn up your headphones. All right, if you followed the previous videos, you should be up to this part. You should have 4 layers here. One of them is the background copy. This one we just did, and we just created the black outline for. Again, this layer, if you did it correctly, should be switched to multiply. The next layer beneath it is a background copy 2. That one has been simplified down to just one color. In my case, that's the gold layer. And the texture here has all been done with the eraser tool. The next layer is layer 1, and that is where I did all my funky paintbrush play around stuff that kind of seeping through the picture in the background. And then we have the background, obviously, which is our layer that we can see our original picture. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to now duplicate this image, and we're going to change and adjust the pictures. Ultimately, what we're working towards is something that's going to look like this, okay? But to get there, I need to do a few things. So the first thing I want to do is I want to look at all 3 of these layers, and I want to mush them down into one layer. I'm going to combine them. This way, when I change the colors and adjust the colors to get these variations, I'm going to have everything on one layer. And again, don't do this part. Don't mush it all down unless you know you have it exactly the way you want, because once it's one layer, you won't be able to individually edit any of these things to kind of tweak them or make them the way you want. First thing I'm going to do that is I'm going to hold down the Control key, the Shift key, and then I'm going to press the letter E. When I did that, I merged all the layers into one. Again, I'm going to undo this. Watch my layers. I'm holding down Control, the Shift key, and the letter E. I'm just going to tap E. And that is the shortcut for merging layers. And you can see right now, I only have one layer here. It's called background copy. I'm not going to lock it because I'm not going to paint on it, erase on it. This is what it is. Once I merge it, that's all I'm going to do with it. Now what I want to do is I want to create multiple copies of this and be able to change the colors. To create a copy of this layer, you're going to hold down the Control key and then press the letter J, like jacket, the letter J. What you see is happen once I press the letter J is now I have a duplicate copy, background copy 2. So I have 2 copies of the exact same thing. I want to leave this one alone. I'm going to work on this one. Now while it's selected, and you can see it's all selected, I'm going to go up to Image, and I'm going to go to Adjustments, and then I'm going to look for Hue and Saturation. Hue is spelled H-U-E, Hue and Saturation. When I click on Hue and Saturation, you're going to get a window, and they're going to see hue, saturation, lightness, etc., etc. What we're going to do here is I'm just going to mess with hue right now, and I'm going to grab that dial, and you'll watch as I drag it over one way, you see my pictures changing colors. And if I drag it the other way, it will change into different colors, all the colors of the rainbow. So what I want to do is I want to change what I have. Again, if you want to see what you had before, you can always unclick the preview button, and that's what it did look like. And if I do this, that's what I'm going to get. So I'm going from like the yellow one or golden colored one now to this sort of pink magenta color, and I'm going to click OK. Now you can see right in here I have the 2 layers. I have my new layer. I'm going to make that disappear, and I have my own layer. So now I have 2 versions of this picture. All right, I want to make another one. So I'm going to hold the Control key and press the letter J. I've made a duplicate of background copy 2. That's background copy 3. I'll go and I want to adjust the colors of that. So I'm going to go to Image, adjustments, image adjustments, hue and saturation. And again, I'm going to just mess around with the hue to make it look different. I like the green one. You can make it whatever you want. You notice it's changing all the colors in and around. I'm going to just hit OK. I want a fourth one because, as you can see in my example, doing a 4 box grid. So to create another one, I'm going to then hit Control J, and then this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to go once again to image adjustments and hue saturation, and I'm just going to look to a different color. I'm going to go with the purple or the blue. I'm going to ask you guys what you like better, but I can't hear whatever you're saying if you're saying it to yourself at home. So I'm going to click OK. Now I have 4 copies over here. Should have been pretty easy. Shouldn't have broke a sweat doing this. What I'm going to tell you is once this is done, File, save it as a PSD, and then take a screenshot of it. And you're going to be submitting that. So easy enough. We want to start off with baby steps. I don't want to make anything unnecessarily difficult for all you guys. So we're going to start with just that. So you're going to submit this, and really the most important thing is that I see your layers. If I don't see the 4 different layers here all in different colors, well, in all honesty, I'm not going to give you full credit. Okay? All right, guys. I'm going to post the next video on what to do. I'm going to give you the whole week to, well, not the whole week, maybe around 3 or 4 days to do this, and then we're going to start something new and something fresh.